Haywire again. I am streaming some more game creation here. Yesterday we knocked out some shit. We cleaned up some code. It wasn't very satisfactory. Generally, when I clean up code, I feel like I'm very satisfied with what I did. Not this time though. It was turning music on that you guys can't hear. It wasn't satisfying at all. And once again, I'm just gonna repeat myself. I hate this headset. It's a piece of shit. I purchased a new one right before this stream because I can't stand this one. Don't buy HS80. Don't buy it. It's a Corsair. Don't do it. It's a piece of trash. Okay, so here we go. What are we doing here? Um, we are. Let's look at our thing here. We are assign county colors by faction. That seems fun. That's why we have this on the list instead of this bug, which we'll hopefully have time. This is I feel like this assigning the oh shit, it just dawned on me. I closed some a code thing that I wanted to look at to compare. It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Uh, so we'll do this bug afterwards, and then we'll hopefully start working on stuff. We had 28 to do items. This list is always going to be constantly growing though. Uh, and I like to put everything in the title so I can read it without having to click on stuff. Anyways, uh, let's look at this colors stuff. So what I want to do is I got a color chart up over here. I looked at this a little bit ahead of time. Uh, what I want to do is basically have like a medium. Maybe we don't want gray. Gray might be a little weak. I don't know. This thing's moving around on its own. So maybe we'll do like this row, and we'll randomly assign them to these things, to the counties. The reason I want to do this now is because this is totally selfish reasons. Um, when I do a preview, like a thumbnail, the thumbnails are automatically generated in YouTube, and they're always the same thing. So I just want to have them different every time, so it looks different. Like I said, it's purely selfish reasons that we're doing this now. So I think what we're gonna do here is we have some public classes. What do we got in here? Raise, all text. We could just shove it in here. Oh, look at this thing. What the fuck is this? Besides it being ugly, this isn't what we did yesterday. We tried to fix this yesterday. Did we do we have this open already? We do. Uh, why do we have this in here twice? I think I created two different things. Which one are we using? Let's search. It looks like we're using the arrays one, not this other one. So let's get this fucking thing out of here. Fuck this thing. Let's get rid of this whole thing. And we'll save that, and we'll wait for a second, see if any bugs explode. Looks like that's fine. We're not going to be using alt text then. Man, I can't believe I closed. I right before I started streaming, I was like, "Oh, I don't need this," but I do need it to look at it. Let's go to my stats. You know, on my other streaming thing, I stuck my stats down here. Oh, it won't let me. All right, fuck you then. My stats, I keep a stats thing to see how many like frames I'm losing. Occasionally when I'm streaming Unity, I start like just frames start fucking falling out all over the place. So what did I do on this one? What is this all classes bullshit? I have another game where you create a cult. Oh, I see what I did there. That's a dumb way to do that. Uh, Oh, it's already open over here. So this is basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up some colors. I have this under all text. It's a weird noise I just made. Um, let's just make a new one called color. Except we want to be in the right thing. Public, create, C sharp script. We don't want to. We don't want to call it colors because it's already used. So we'll say it all colors is what we're gonna call it. That's why I renamed like text and shit like that is already used. So we don't want to use that. We're gonna get rid of this fucking thing. Yeah, this can go fuck itself. I don't know what's happening there. We don't need this stuff. And I already forgot how to do this. We were just looking at it. Let's move this over here. We have a public class called colors. We're going to do a public. And I wanted to do this a constant, but for some reason it wouldn't let me. But we'll try it again. This name is going to be... we're going to go back through this list here. That red is pretty brutal, man. Let's maybe if we go some softer colors here. Let's go with these colors here. What is this? We'll call this red. What is it? What is it? I want you to open in a new window, but these are gonna be kind of brutal. Why am I seeing this ad? Let's do this line. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 down. Let's put a note in this thing of where I'm getting my info here. Use system drawings. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, maybe I need that. We will put in colors are from 5 down. I always like to put notes for everything because I can't remember shit. The flat design color chart. Flat. Oh, I gotta open up something on my other window. Um, I want to be able to see chat. And I can't right now. There we go. What was I doing? That was 5 down, flat color chart. 5 down on the top flat color chart. Always, let's do this on a new line here. Always to the 1 to the right of the first color. Hopefully that will make sense to me later. So I think I do need to have this say color here. Yeah, I do. We don't want it. We want this above though. And it won't let me do a constant. Probably because this says new. But we'll try it anyways. Tab to accept. So we'll just do this as static. It's not going to change. And this color, so how we're going to do this, we actually don't need this to say color. We're going to say new. And we can, I'm consulting my code to the right last time I did this. So we're going to need a bunch of floats. So if we go back to this chart, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. 1 to the right is going to be this one. We know these numbers here. So what are we going to do with those numbers? I'm going to put this in Notepad. We are going to, I'm going to move this to my other armor. What's your problem here? Okay, we don't care about that. We're just going to pick one of these things at random. We're going to go to this color thing. And then we have this RGB thing. We can just go to 250 here and 236 112 99. That thing's very light colored. Let's take a look back at this. Eh, I mean that's how light it is. It's like some weird beige. We want this to come back, and then we just change this back, and now we have the numbers that we really need here. The problem is this color thing goes away when I click away from it, and it kind of can I stick it somewhere? Yeah, it goes. What a stupid fucking thing. What a stupid fucking thing. Because we're gonna have to do this a bunch of times, and maybe there's an easier way to do this. I didn't know it was gonna be so shitty to that this won't stay on the top. Can we pin it or something? Um, I was like, this is gonna be cake. I just gotta do this 10 times. But if I gotta do, it's like 40 times. If I gotta click this and it goes away every time. I mean, what a pain in the ass. Maybe there's some sort of online color converter. There's some sort of math we could do as well. I don't want to do it. Laziness is my main thing. This is just going to be somebody who's like, "Hey, this is how you do the." Oh, you could do color 32. I want to see which is which. I mean, which is better. Uh don't use color. Who's this fucking guy? Look at how many posts this motherfucker has. Holy shit. All right, I believe him unless all of his posts are like fuck you. There are some jerks on all forums, it's part of the internet is I keep feeling, I've been using computers since I was 10, so that's like 39 years. And I keep feeling that like the jerks on the internet should be falling, like they would have learned that you can't be a jerk all the time. But it hasn't worked that way. They just double down. All right, we'll use color 32 to be lazy. So let's go back to this. Oh, set this back to the not that color. There we go. Um, we need to find our code. How did he do that? He just said use the color 32. Can I just put that there and it won't break anything, or it's gonna be like, no, you can't do that. Well, let's see what it does. Well, then we'll pull. Why do I always get these notifications when I'm streaming? Maybe I always do. Let's just put this number in and see what happens. 236 comma 112 comma 99 comma probably 1. I don't know. What does color 32 tell us? Unity color 32. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at this. Oh, you know what I'm missing though is what color we're calling this. This is red. It says this can be simplified. Okay, so now we need an exam. We need to test this out to make sure. This is more pink, but a red will do temporarily now. We don't need this shit anymore. I'm gonna look at this because it's weird. I'm gonna move my Discord over here. Um, we need to test this. So on awake, this is just for a test here. We got this world thing. Is this the place we want to do this? We want to do it. Is there a little scripty script on these? We'll just stick it in county spawn. It will make all of them the same color, but that's okay. I guess we don't have that open. I just assumed we would. Where am I going here? I'd actually like that to be a list. So on here, oh, and there's some changes we want to do to the code, and we might just do it as we go along, just to clean up some other code. But right now we will go this dot. We want, what component are we messing with here? We are messing with the sprite render, huh? Alright, okay. Sprite renderer. So I have some like thing, but that's not what I want. Equals, what did we that? All colors dot red. Oh, it's got a little star next to it. That must be this IntelliCode thing. It's supposed to learn. I wonder why it's got a little star next to it. We probably don't want it to be called red. All right, so this should turn all of the color, all the things the same color. We probably will not be that lucky, but we need to turn this off maximize too. We probably want this in awake too. Where were we putting this? I bet you will like our colors off or something. We'll call it test red just to make sure that this is different. I don't like that little star. I don't know what that was. Oh, I wonder if it can't be like color 32. I don't think I can put a 32 back here, can I? No. um, I bet you that has something to do with it. Because we're converting. No, it says it's that color. It's not. You know what? It's like the outline is, but I guess that's just because we have it selected or something. That like fucked up a bunch of shit. This is why I do baby steps when I do my testing. It even put this thing in like on top of the other stuff. Maybe we have some other bug that we don't know about. Let's double check here. Did I hit play before I start? I usually hit play when I start at the beginning of a stream to make sure that we haven't inadvertently have some leftover bugs from last time. Uh, okay, so we do not have any leftover bugs, and this is the color. Let's do something else here. Whoops, I meant to do that on play, not on. I'm just gonna pick a random color to change it to while we're in play mode here. Yeah, so that works. So wonder why it doesn't work. It's got to be the color 32 to something. I mean, this is in like every. Oh, is 255? I put 1 at the end. Is 255 the thing that we want here? One would just be, it would be like, have no, I didn't even look. It should show, that's totally what it is. Totally what it is here. I don't know why I'm so confident. Ooh, it's ugly. Okay, that was the issue. So what we can do now is we can go to here and we can just make these. That's more like a salmon color. Salmon. All right. So then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go down this thing. No, wait, that was right. I was about to tell this thing to fuck off, but no. Except we don't want it to be red. We want it to be purple, I guess, is next. I'm counting on my other screen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Purple. 165, 105, 189, 255. Then we'll go. I wish this chart told me which one I had selected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? This is like a light blue. Uh, blue. There we go. We only have to do this 10 more times. Light green? Is it? It is light green that we're going to go to next. This little AI motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 69, 179, 157, 255. Whoops. Okay, it also fixed the thing. Light cyan. Oh, it was doing good for us for a minute. We have like, oh, this is less light green and it's just more. So I'm looking at this thing is what I'm going through here. This is more just green. Then we're gonna be in the light green. One, one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, that's the green we're on. Yeah, this is just gonna be green. And then it loves the red part, and I don't want it to say red every time. Come on, AI. Whoops. This is gonna be light green. And then this will be 214 141. I mean, I guess it's easier to just delete this shit, but I don't know. We're here. It'll be orange. Orange. And we actually only need like 7 of these. But we're kind of out of colors. Let's use this one, I think. No, we use this one. This is the wrong one. One, two, three, four, five. It should be this one. Just trying to be consistent, man. Consistency is key. We could have done this one. I mean, we don't really do we want like these shades of gray are pretty ugly. And we're gonna have text on top of it. Do we have text on top of it? Not yet. How many do we have? We have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only actually need 7 for right now. It would be nice to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're gonna still need some more here. We'll go with these lighter ones. What can we put in here? Whatever. What's this? This is more salmony. We need something. These are kind of hardcore. Think of CK3. This is the whole key. CK3. Think of CK3, and the we could go down just like down 2 more or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just down 1. We were here. That's pretty dark. Dark salmon. Sure. 192. 5 down. 6 and on left in chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then purple. I mean, No, now it thinks we want. We'll do dark purple. I don't know. I wonder what they use in like CK3, what all the different colors are called. If they like color, green one, green two, or if they have some other way to do this. They probably do. There's probably some sort of built-in chart you could just use. Which my fear is it would be really ugly. You know what I mean? Like it would just be like you'd get these ones over here is what I'm talking about. Like you'd get these ones and it would be brutal on the eyes. We needed some color specialists to go through this stuff. Where were we? One, two, three, four, five, six. This is just kind of like blue. Public, static. It doesn't know what I'm doing now. It's like, what are you doing? Blue. We don't need a bazillion of these. 10 would be nice just to have. Uh, what are we at? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. We just need one more. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is called the counting game where I just count a lot. We have this one. I guess we'll call it light green here. We already have green and light green. We did? Oh, because they have two light greens. So orange. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is an ugly ass orange. What is this other? I'm comparing. I'm still doing this here. We're here. What was the last thing we did? Was orange? Let's use one of these ones then, I guess. Man, it's just ugly. These are some ugly colors. One, two, three, four, five. It's like various shades. We could get like deep into this shit. It's pretty ugly, but we'll do it. We'll call this burnt. 160, 64, 0. All right, we have 10 colors. Then we'll bump over to here. I was thinking of how we want to do this. We're going to put its color in here in this county class here, or whatever the fuck this is, this public class. We're going to put it below this game object. We're just going to call it color. And it's going to go here. And we're just going to leave this ugly right now. We're going to be adding a bunch of stuff to this. I was talking about maybe turning this into a scriptable object at some point. We'll see. Hey, look at that. The AI knew what we were doing there. Then we got a bug. Can we null this shit out? We have 0 is capital. Can we just throw a null in here? It will not let me put a null in here. We'll do color clear. Yeah. We'll make them clear. That's so dumb. That is dumb. We gotta get that comma in there so I can just to accept what? What do you want me to do there? And then Control K and Control D to make sure everything's lined up. Then we're gonna need a new function. Whoops. We're gonna need a new function here. Currently, well, we'll leave that bug in there so that I know to fix it. Well, we know we're gonna fix it later. It has to. I wonder why I put this on start. Oh, because we needed this to be created first. So we're actually gonna probably need this. It doesn't matter right now. Um, we need a new. Sorry, they're not called functions. They're called methods. I'm trying to. So I mentioned this last stream. This guy named Kato helped me. He spent 2.5 hours of his free time giving me some pointers, and the main pointer he gave me was that it would really be beneficial for me to do some basic C# tutorials, and so I've started doing those, like very minimal stuff, basically just past Hello World. But one of the things that I'm learning through that is the terminology. I have a lot of the terminology is wrong. The vocabulary, I don't know what that was. I just got rid of it. Since I didn't know what it is and it was commented out, I just get rid of that shit. So I think what we're going to want to do. Dawned on me. This doesn't work. Because this isn't in a list or anything. It's just gonna be. This is just a thing. Uh, this is a mess. We're not gonna be able to know what the fuck I'm talking about there. Later when I see this, I'm not gonna understand this. So let's just put this, and we'll just get rid of this crap. Um. We have all of these. So we could set these in an array or a list. We're not going to adjust to this ever. I mean, we might in the code, but we're not going to adjust it in game. This is set. So we could actually put this into an array so that we can randomly generate these colors and assign them. The one problem we're going to have is if a color has been used already, we don't want to use it again. So let's look up how we do that. If we want to do it with an array, or if you know what we'll do, I occasionally use Chat GPT just to see, Like, would it? So far, it's only been correct one time, and the rest of the time, it's been full of shit. Let's ask it just for fun. I gotta log in here. Is why I have this on the other monitor. Uh, oh, my friend, I said, wonder what GPT would say if we asked for a raise. It wasn't very good because I put in this, my department does not make a profit, and it put that in there and just, uh, where is it? It's my department does not make a, despite our efforts, like, don't put that in your raise thing. Anyways, we want to say in C sharp, what happened? My music stopped. Oh. Uh, in C sharp, we want a random list of list or array. We want to assign a list of a random color to a sprite renderer from a list of 10 color list or array of 10 colors. In C sharp, we want to assign a random color to a sprite renderer from a list or array of 10 colors. We don't want duplicate colors. There are 7 sprite renderers that need colors. Let's see how what it thinks about this. Sometimes it's close, sometimes it's way the fuck off. It's very confident. The fuck is this? How it works. We define an array of sprite renderers that we want to assign colors to. Well, I have a list of that, but that's fine. An array of available colors to choose from. Color options. In the start method, we check if we have enough color options for all sprite renderers. If we don't, we log an error. All right, that's a good idea. We create a list color to keep track of the available color options. We start by adding all the colors from. I'm going to turn off my music for some reason. So this headset doesn't have side. This is one of the reasons I complain about this thing. Its side tone, which is like how I hear myself, is absolutely shit. I have it turned up all the way. I've fucked with it countless amount of time. Not countless. Like 2 hours. An hour and a half. And I still can't hear myself. If I like put my mouse like this, I can hear myself. But that's bullshit. And this thing does it's floppy. It's dumb. I hate it. And now that I messed with it, now I'm gonna be loud and stupid. Anyways, so I bought a different headset. It's on the way. We create a list color to keep track of the available color options. We start by adding all the colors from color options to this list. We loop through each sprite render and sprite renders. For each sprite render, we choose a random index, okay, from available colors list using random.range, which is right. Assign the color at that index to the sprite and then remove the color from the available. After all, the method finishes. Note that this method assumes that color options has at least as many colors as there are sprite renderers. In this case, the method will log an error. If this is not the case, the method will log an error message and return without assigning colors. So, look at how they, huh? Debug log error. That's actually going to give us like an error too. I never use that, but I always tell myself I'm going to. Loop through for Where's the remove? Oh, there's the remove. This might actually work. We should probably start a new script. We'll do a new script. And we'll assign it to the controller. I want this thing to be a list. There we go. I like lists in everything, in every option. We're gonna do this. We're gonna create a new C# script. We're gonna call it random. No, county. No, we're gonna call it color county. Color county. Color. I want to call it like random something, but I don't like. All right, random color county. There we go. Sure. I don't know why I care so much. It doesn't matter. It's only going to be assigned to one thing. We need to open it again. This just happens. I don't. This didn't used to happen until I upgraded to like Visual C 2020 or something, where it doesn't actually open this. Okay. Let's see what we got on our thing here. We got uh, color assigner. Get rid of this. Whoops. Two. I'm two. Whoa. Now I've fucked it up anymore. Even more. We want to get rid of this and this and this and this and this and then save. Array of sprite renders to be assigned a color to. It's interesting. It does a pretty good job. This might actually work. So like I said, I think I've only had one time where I've had it give me code that was correct. It actually sent me on a wild goose chase one time where it was like install this thing, install this package, do this thing. You know what I was trying to do was get an outline on the counties, and it was like an hour wild goose chase. It didn't know what the fuck it was talking about, and it kept like having excuses too, which I thought was interesting. It'd be like, no, 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 I'm not wrong, you're wrong. I was just like, what the fuck out of here? Uh, you're using the wrong version of Unity. All right, so we already have an array of sprite. We already have a list of sprite renders, so we don't need this because the list of sprite renders is currently being generated in Awake here. That was this. Do we have a list? Wait. No, we don't. I'm full of shit. We're gonna do it right here in this county thing. I wonder, do we need to, we are gonna, so after we assign these random colors, they will change depending on, oh, wait. That's not how this is gonna work. We're gonna have a faction color. Uh, so these are gonna be faction colors, not county colors. What did I call this thing? Random. Let me rename this motherfucker. Oh, it was fine with that. I'm not sure I like how tiny this is. I'm adjusting to this new way of doing things. Random color faction. This is a faction color. This is not. What? Oh, fuck is that? It's never done that before when I've. What? It's never done that. It's always just deleted the other one. We want this one to be that. Oh, it made like a duplicate. Weird. That's some weird shit there. We want this one to be gone. Okay. So this is gonna randomly color the factions, which is what we want because so like let's when we start it currently, it's these two are the same color because I was if for our testing we wanted them to be the same faction, but we're gonna change that to where each one gets its own thing. Um, so each faction will be colored. So we're gonna have a thing there. I don't think do I have a faction? I don't even have a faction thing set up yet. We haven't even gotten there. Yeah, I don't. That's kind of interesting that we haven't had to do that yet. Uh, so how are we gonna go through this? So we do need a list of sprite renderers. This sprite renderer is not going to be. Oh wait, no, I was telling it we want to assign it to a sprite renderer, which we actually don't want to do at this point. We want it to be assigned to a faction list that's a color in a faction list. So it's the faction's color. So we kind of well, I asked it the wrong question, but we can modify this shit no problem. When I say that, I mean probably with many problems and issues. Faction. So we should have a new thing. Like I said, this doesn't open. I don't. It was when I updated. If someone knows how to fix it, tell me. I looked through like if you look in your preferences, your something um this like it's there, but it just doesn't. And this is enabled. You know, I haven't checked in a while. Let's look at my packages. Maybe there's an update for this. Uh, in project, we got timeline. What the fuck is that? Why is this in here? Do I need this? Can I just remove this? What the fuck am I using this for? Audio and complex particle effects. I'm gonna click remove, and then um, if everything breaks, we'll put it back. I don't know why I'm using that. I like a lean meaning. I just feel like when I play video games these days, I download a video. So this is two things. You know, I my other channel I stream videos. They're always like 50 gigs at this point. And then the other thing is like they okay, sorry. My this thing is very touchy and it decided I was done talking. It was like, "Nope, you're done talking." I don't know when it at what point. So the other thing that annoys me with video games these days, so they're like 50 gigs and then you download it, but it's really only 25 gigs because the other 25 is they've been sticking DLC in the shit you're downloading before you buy it. I hate that shit. Anyways, so I try to make mine lean. Since we are 5 years from now, we're gonna release this video game. Uh, so I don't need that package. Let's get the fuck. It's gone. I don't know how long I was talking with this thing. Like this thing, I can usually see that this has gone dark and it makes a noise after a little bit after. It's this. I don't know what its problem is. It just likes to go to sleep on its own. It's a piece of shit. Like I keep saying, I'm just gonna keep telling that don't ever buy HS80 Corsair headset. It's a piece of shit. Um, I'm gonna go on a little diatribe here, so I'm stopping my music. Basically, I feel like as individual humans, we have very little power over our lives, if that makes sense. Like you can get a new job and stuff, but you're always gonna um, be kind of stuck. Not stuck. You can make major changes, but it's not enough to like majorly influence things. So my theory is you gotta like do the most that you can to try to change the world as much as you can, if that makes sense. I mean, that does make sense. It's a pretty basic concept. I would assume it makes sense. Anyways, so one of the ways you can do that is like voting with your money, as they say. And so whenever I run into like companies or that I disagree with or whatever, I don't buy them and I try to cancel them, as the right wing numbskulls say, because I have very little power in my life, and but this is one thing I do have complete control over, and that's where I'm spending my money. I guess not complete control. I still buy shit off of Amazon, and I shouldn't. I just bought the new headset off of Amazon. Amazon's like, Jeff Bezos is a piece of shit. So, anyways, uh, why am I going on this diatribe? Because this headset sucks, and I'm never gonna buy anything from Corsair ever again, because I have very little power in my life, but this is power that I have, and I'm gonna use that power to my own good. Then I'm gonna keep telling everyone, fuck these people for releasing a piece of shit. Anyways, where was I talking about here? We got rid of that package. We need faction opened. Faction did not open. Okay, faction is gonna be a public class. Actually, we don't need any of this shit. And right now, we just created this yesterday, I think. Or no, no, no. This is a while ago. I'm gonna take a quick break, but the reason I'm shouting is because I have music and there's no side tone where I can't hear my own voice. God, I should just do that same diatribe I just went on over again because of my disgust for this headset. Um, it was sold by Origin PC to me, which just knocks off another fuck those guys for even selling this piece of shit. I actually had a theory this morning. I'm still talking about this. I actually had a theory this morning is they sell this piece of shit in hopes that you'll buy the next level up from them, which is the better one. This is the medium. They sell like an absolute cheapo one, a medium one, and then a really expensive one. I bought the medium one because though I stream all the time, it doesn't feel like I need like the best headset. I mean, it's just video games. There's just explosions and shit in my ear. Anyways, so we created this. Let me take a break. We might get rid of this because this is gonna change, and I have learned recently that with arrays you don't want to really fuck with them. Once an array is created, you don't want to fuck with it, and we are gonna fuck with this. We're gonna be renaming, so we probably want to list. So let me go smoke a cigarette, and then I bet you every time I have music, I like shout more, and it's probably pronounced in the recording. Whatever. I'm very lackadaisical today. All right. I keep wanting to hit my hotkey to turn off the stream, but that's not actually what I want to do. I just want to click this button. If I can click it, there we go, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Of course, the mic will probably turn off in that time, and then I'll forget, and I'll be talking to nobody, and then I'll forget to whatever. All right, be right back. Okay. I'm back, and it to me it sounds like I'm not back. Let's turn off this break timer. Let's move this glass of water so I don't spill it. Okay, so we have finally created this faction thing. We'll drag it over here, and we're gonna put name. This is gonna be a public string. Hey, how did it know I wanted name? We're gonna call it name. Wait. Wasn't I doing a thing where I decided not to do name like the duplicate? I'm turning my music back on. Duplicates. Duplicate the like built-in stuff. The reason I was doing that, I think, was because when you type in, like name, it gets confused. I can't remember my own. I don't have name in here, which is weird that there's no name in county. That's probably something that's been overlooked here. Let's. I got kind of a lot of shit open. Let's close some of this stuff. Let's add. In this, so we actually added something. Yeah, we added this yesterday, and I said, "Hey, we'll kick this down the road because I couldn't make a decision." But um these two will fix themselves. I don't want to do that soon. We keep pushing like the fun stuff down the road. Where to go? That should do away with that array. I was so excited about arrays, I started using them all the time, and they're not as useful. They're useful, but not exactly the way we want. So, anyways, I think what I was doing is I think this should be fine. We'll put a little note in here. Who gives a shit, right? Uh, maybe don't use name, though I can't remember if that was a thought I had or not. My memory is trash. All right, so we need the name, and then we need a public color called color. I mean that like that. No, what? This is stupid. I don't know where my stupid brain is doing stupid things. This is stupid. Name is great. Then we're going to go to public. The fuck do I do this? I never can remember. We just do the same thing. Public faction. String, new name, and color. Why would it want me to no, new color? Shut up, you stupid prediction. And then we'll do name equals new name. That prediction worked. Color equals what? What? Nope. Okay, that actually speeds shit up a lot. Oh, we do need this because of the color we're using. Okay, so I should go back to my chat's not up. Um, oh, well, good thing I pulled my chat up because I need to ban someone. Bans. 0. This user has not been banned from any channels. He's about to be. He's about to be. We're going to report him. I heard a thing that uh chat messages that this if you put in spam it doesn't do anything on Twitch, but I'm gonna put in spam here. Can you give us more information? It's a scam. Yeah. is trying to sell followers. Block this stupid motherfucker. And then we can ban him. There we go. A little banning fun. What the fuck was I doing though? Okay, so we have the name and we have the color. So if we go back to world map load here, this is basically when the world map loads, which is the first time you run the game. It does a bunch of shit, and this is the one that it's doing all this shit. I don't know if this is the best way to do it. This is the way I do it. Someone can tell me, then like be like, nope, you got to do it a better way. So what we could do here? Do we want it a dictionary? Right now, I'll make it a list. We might need it to be a dictionary later. There's actually we might have to do a lot of work here to make this the way that we're supposed to do this, which is not bad. So I was talking that the keto guy that helped me out. You know, he volunteered 2.5 hours of his time to discuss stuff, and he explained a better way to do this, so that you don't have all these public static things. So maybe we will do this. We'll start implementing this next part, which is called, I've been jokingly calling it the instance. Where'd it go? I lost it. Here it is. Create the instance. Let's put that at the top. We're never getting to this bug today. It's already been an hour and 10 minutes and we're not getting there. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Well, that's which just happens every time. Every time I do any coding, it takes way longer. Except for yesterday. Yesterday was surprisingly easy to get the scroll bar and stuff. What I'm talking about is I'll just do this real quick. We'll make sure it works still. Who knows? Everything was fucking busted when I started streaming yesterday. Well, we don't have enough people, but if we had people, this would you can scroll. You can kind of see it happening. It looks weird, but it works. Um, that the jiggling was me scrolling. Okay, so let's try to keep on topic in my brain here. So what is the first step of this? The first step is we are going to need to create the list. So, and we'll do it as a public, not static this time. We're going to do a public list of faction, and we're going to call it factions. Actually, that was right. Factions, and then we can go new, and we can just do this, I think. Hey, I did this without referencing anything. It's because it practically wrote itself. So this is going to be a public list of faction. We might need it to be a dictionary. I don't know. We'll see how the list goes. Okay, so what he was saying, well, if I remember it correctly, what it always looks like I'm looking down over there. I guess I am compared to the camera. Over there is my other monitor with OBS on it. So what he was saying is what you do, if I remember how to do this right, let's put this at the very top. We want, man, I can't remember. A public world map load called instance with a capital. Oh, I think this might have to be static. We'll start it out with this way, but I think this has to be, and this will be our only static thing, I think. And I think we want it to be a capital instance. Let's Google it. Let's see what it says. Unity creates instance of script, and this some idiot will have. Well, it's not an idiot. Some beloved person. Oh, there's Keto right there. It should be static, yes. Okay. And capital. Okay, then an awake, we need this to say instance equals this. Perfect timing. I'm level 3, Keto, on the uh C sharp. C sharp. It's like one step beyond Hello World. Okay. So with this list, we're going to create a method called factions. And we'll do that. We don't want it here, though. We want it here. And then we're going to... We're going to blow away this thing. We're going to get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. But we do need... I forgot how to do everything. Do I have a list I can look at? All I have is dictionaries. I don't have another list. I have a dictionary list, though. That was murder getting that to work. Um, I can't remember how to do this. I have another one somewhere. I've got a bazillion lists over on this other thing. A bazillion. I just need one to look at because I can't remember how to do anything. Bazillion lists. Where are we? It eventually. Oh, maybe I don't have a bazillion lists. You can expose factions to the inspector, and you could set all the settings up there. What? How do you mean? I guess I don't have that many lists in this. I thought this is a different thing. Oh, I have one. This one's in bad shape because I've been slowly fixing stuff as I see it. What was this list that I was looking for? Tokens. Uh, I use the word tokens a lot. um, I was like, what's going on there? Except, did I call it? Oh, we're in some other weird shit. I just can't remember how to set up a list. That's it. That's it's lowercase. Look at all this shit I've commented out on here. Good God. I guess I'll just. This is okay. Here we go. See, I don't know why I even have why I got rid of that and it works. Uh, it's just add. I thought it was more complicated than that. The same way any object can be changed in the inspector, you can have a list of factions in the inspector. How do I do that? Oh wait, is it? Well, this isn't attached to. Well, this is attached to something. Um, Probably need to save it. That would be useful. What am I doing here? World map load. Serializable, even though it's public. Lies. I can't spell either. Serial. Wait, like that? Oh, it doesn't like this. Class. Oh, on the class. That's another. This is another. Um, this is another thing that I haven't gotten to in my basic C public. In my basic C stuff, I don't understand what serializable means. And they talk about it all the time. It's discussed constantly. The fuck is this? What happened? What did I do to myself? Why are you suddenly not liking this? Because I accidentally added something up here. It's this. There we go. Okay. Now let's take a look here. So I messed around with the net code for a little bit, which was way above my level. It's so hard. Um, and they talk about serializable stuff all the time, and I don't understand it. I'll get there though. Okay. So, where is my thing here? It's here. Oh, so I can just type this shit in here. Let's say I need 7, because I do. Okay, so I've never figured it. All right, thank you. So I've seen this in bunches of tutorials and stuff. They just have they just like they jump in, and I'm like, how are they doing that? And like sometimes they'll have their debug thing open. They'll have it like this, and so it always has thrown me off. Like how like I always say, like sometimes they skip in the tutorials like very important steps. So I can just type the names in here, huh? I still need to assign them. Well, the colors are going to be assigned randomly. So I don't need to assign that here. I can just put it in there, and then we can get rid of this array. Um, this is gonna break a bunch of shit, but that's okay. That will tell us what we need to fix. Faction 1. We're gonna expand all this crap. We're gonna call ourselves the shipbirds, of course. Tab doesn't get me down here. Ow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only see 6. There we go. And I assume if you hold down Alt when you click on the expanding arrow, you'll expand or collapse all children. Doesn't like that. What about control? Click on the oh, this thing. Well, now it won't do shit. What has happened? Oh, now I'm broken. Something is broken. Okay. Oh wait, now it says 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't. That isn't working for me. Alt doesn't like me. Whoa. Something is definitely your list is not displaying the last item in the list. All right, let's do this. Let's save this. Let's close Unity. Unity is, sometimes it just doesn't like being alive for as long. You know what it also hates is when you have another Unity thing open. So let's close that too. Let's go. Let's go. Let's not be so rough on the poor guy. Oh, I never saved this either. I guess I'll wait. I don't want to do it in the middle of a. So I got my new computer and I moved all my well, not all of them, but most of the games to that new computer and moved this back to an SSD so it's not as brutal as it used to be. Okay, controller. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't need this one. So this has been fixed. That is fixed itself. And then Alt. It doesn't like that, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna save this thing. Uh, so now we have that makes life a lot easier. Thank you. Again, what was crazy is after I moved everything, I opened up. This is my last stream yesterday. I opened up Unity and all of this stuff was missing. All of like my all of these were missing. And in fact, this is probably one of the reasons we got that bug yesterday. Wonder why I put it in there as text. Why did I do this pile of garbage? Can't remember that far ahead. I gotta like, you know, pre-plan my memory, my memory. Army panel name. What the fuck are we using that for? Panel name. It doesn't think we're using it anywhere. Well, why do you exist then? All right, got to keep my mind on the goal here. I'm gonna get sidetracked. But if I write, well, this is gonna be go. This is gonna. Well, it's not gonna go away yet because we have this issue. If you right click on something, there should be a context menu that is something like find usage, find. Oh, you're talking about in here. Um, 0. Yeah, I don't know what I was. Oh, it can't be commented out though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was using this and then I changed, but let's just get rid of it for now. Okay, what the fuck are we doing here? We have this. We got to fix the array thing because I just broke all those arrays. I want to get away from whatever I'm looking at here. Um, air list. So, what did we call this? Where this is just going to be factions. This actually is one. This is one. Then we're going to need part of this. These look like they're just, yeah, this is just in order. So we can just plop these down here. Oh, it's going to do it for me. Well, shit, yeah. Why duplicate the work, you know? We got some things here though. Okay, and then we only have one more broken one, and it's man, this IntelliCode thing is pretty sweet. I was a little skeptical yesterday. When I installed C Sharp itself on my computer, it like was like, "Hey, do you want to use this IntelliCode thing?" And I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that is." Sure. Um, yes, I was just double checking that that's actually what we want. Okay, so let's hit play just in case because who knows what we've done here. It's always something. Faction 4, Wasco, population 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is correct. The shipbirds, faction 1, 2. Yep, that's right. Okay, so that little bit is done. Now we got to go back to this. That was like we got sidetracked doing this whole. Here we go. Okay, so we don't need this. I got this from Chat GPT because I like to test to see how good Chat GPT is, and I think it's actually on the right path here. Um, but we're not going to actually use sprite renderers at this part. this, what did we set up? This is just a public class, so we need a list with all of these colors. He's using an array. He, as in it is using an array. You can't just do that, can you? What do they call it? Oh, this is sprite. This doesn't need to be public. Um, you can't just go. No, I want. No, I can't. I gotta add them all in here, and we could just re. We need. We could just. We don't need this shit. But I think I can just do. Man, that's gonna be a lot of typing, and my laziness is. Can we do it this way? It's not really gonna shorten up any typing. Do we want a list? No, we don't want a list of this. So let's go back to all of our all arrays here, and let's just do. See, I don't want to. I don't want to call that colors. I guess colors is fine. Then can I just put this shit in there? In this array? It kind of acts like I can. Will it really let me do this? Oh, but this is color 32. What do we got going on here? Actually, that should be there. What did it want? It was when it was giving me the hints, what it was it saying here? We'll go back to here. Equals. Whoops, not that hint. I want these to be accessed by name though. Well, we're gonna need. We're gonna need a name. We want them. I don't want them to be numbered. It's too hard for colors. It's too hard to figure out. Oh, this should be 32 though. I'm thinking. I'm like, can we just put this in here? Let me. We can't put a name in there. No. Okay. So let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. I think we can just do. I can just do this maybe. Can I put my shaman in here? I can't because it needs to be. I can do this. This should be a comma though. Yeah, I'm so lazy. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to type in here. It's okay. Everything will be fine. We just got to. I wish it was like Excel where you could copy a row, a column. Maybe this little thing. We don't need you here at all. This little AI thing will figure out what I'm trying to do and it will do it for me. I'm not confident. Oh, won't fix that for me. Let's do this then. Let's get rid of this shit. Let's just go on a deleting spree. Yeah, I don't know if this is any faster. I don't think this is any faster what I'm doing. Probably if I had just done all colors and started typing, it would have filled all this in for me and it would have figured it out. What I'm doing is the dumb way. This is one of those things where like you're committed though. I'm committed to this path. I can't stop. Um yeah, we got a problem there. And burnt is the last one. It's all gonna be fine here. We're gonna need a comma at the end. I only have to do this once, luckily. At least I think I only have to do it once. Oh, I won't fix it for me though. Look, my shit lined up here. Okay, so we have this array, which was I should have timed myself. See how terrible that was. All right, so what is this thing's fucking problem? We need because we don't need sprite render. We don't need this. This thing can go away. We don't need this anymore. So we can go colors is less than. Oh, wait. We're doing this instance. We're doing this different. This is gonna be length though. This is gonna be count. Look at the little stars. It's really very passionate about that stuff. Okay, so if this is less than this thing, it's gonna say there's not enough colors. Perfect. Then it creates a list of available color options. We want this to be no. That oh, so now I understand why this has to, you got to fill this in sometimes. Except it thinks I can change this to new. Oh, all right, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, then this we got this loop. This is going to be this thing though. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So currently the faction colors, I just manually put them in here, you know. But I want them randomly generated every time. It's actually, I was saying this earlier, so that my YouTube thumbnails are different every time I do it. I mean, we're gonna use real colors later too, but that's the main reason right now we're doing this. We need this to be count though. And then we can paste this in here. And then so after we get the random color assigned to the faction, we're gonna assign it to the county. Okay, so this needs to be color 32. Um, and I wonder if I should call, I'm going to call this color 32. I have a feeling I'll get confused later if I don't do that. Let's do this as well. And then this should be color 32 now. Okay, so this list, according to this Chat GPT thing, I actually think this wasn't bad of a suggestion from it. Normally, I have terrible. It doesn't. It's very confused, and it likes to argue. Uh, but this one seems to be. So then it's going to remove this from the list, and we need this to be attached to this thing. This will be a way we can tell if this is working. Um, the fuck is this thing called? And it's not gonna change any of this shit yet. Oh my god, look at that. These colors are awful. Awful. All right, that's fine. I've picked the colors. Okay. So that actually works amazingly. So ChatGPT did do its job. Its job? I don't know. Does it have a job? I guess it has a job. It's unemployed. It's an amateur though because it's not paid. Um, I'm actually quite surprised by that. Like only one other time have I had that work. Um, like I said, every other time it like argues and it tells me I'm wrong. I'm like, fuck you. All right, this is what we need to do here. We can copy this over for our little test from earlier. We can copy that. We don't want it on awake. We want it on start, and we also need some more music. What is your problem here? There we go. We want it over here. Instance. Hey, it knew what I was talking about. Factions. Oh, shit. Does it need to be a dictionary? So on start, let me think here. When it starts to spawn, no, this is wrong. This is not how we're doing this. We are gonna do it this way, but not this way. Not right now. So on start, it's gotta get uh all right, we'll fix that. We'll fix that in a second. The instance thing. We're gonna do it this way still. I should rename this to color 32 as well, just because I know that this is gonna be an issue. I know I'm gonna be like, why does this say color when it's not color? I know myself and my ignorance of the code I already wrote. Um, Equals. I think it needs to be a dictionary, the factions, because then we can equal. Let me think here. All right, so we have the county's name. This is going to be the color is going to equal. Why not pass the faction to the county? It is, I think, it is. This would be in world. Why not pass? I don't know what you mean. Why not pass the faction to the county when you create it? So you pass the whole. I think I understand what you're saying. So back. What we started this and then we bailed out of it because we didn't need to. Um. So like have a faction in this county's thing. The faction class. Is that what you're saying? Okay. So if this, I gotta think, like I gotta like try to like assemble the Lego blocks in my brain. So the if it has the faction class in here, and then I say, um, so this would be like faction dot color 32 or whatever. So if we go back to this thing, so instead of because the name would be so it'd be like a subset. Okay, I think I'm getting it. All right, let me think. Let me go back to this county thing and let's give this a shot. We're gonna leave this name in here just for the fuck of it. For now. Um, if I wanted to do that, I would probably put it up here. I have very specific orders. Faction, faction. No, let's keep this. Let's keep all this crap here. We'll do it in this order. Actually, let's get rid of this so that it bugs out, and I have to use it. Um, and then what is this after? Select county. And let's actually fix this ugliness while I'm here. And we'll just delete this shit. We'll get crazy. Since we had to delete that other one, then this is select county. Yes. And telecode. Write my code for me. Okay, so then we need to jump. This is just that thing I started and then I never did anything with it. Uh let's comment this out temporarily. I want to get rid of all the bugs before we. Okay, so this then. Oh, this is upset because it's just in the wrong order. So new select county is null. Which is this thing. I do wish you could like hover over this and it would say what you're interacting with, because then sometimes you gotta count. If you have a huge one of these things, it gets really tedious. Counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know color is there. So it's 2 to the right. So it should be right here. But this is going to be null for this part. And then we'll assign it. Why are you mad over here? Oh, because I got a faction name. It's going to be a little hard to test here. The one bummer when you're dealing with like lists like this. This is why I try to keep the number of things I'm working on very low. 7 is even kind of 3 would probably have been enough. Uh, so then when I create that list, it needs to be assigned to each one of these. Yes, that's how I got to do it. All right, back to this thing though. For a second there, it was offering this stuff, but all right. So then when we go to. These we'll have to fix, but that's okay. We need. We could put. When are we creating this list? There's an easier way to do this. um, if we're gonna manually have this list of shit right here, there's an easier way to do this than putting null in. Just put the fucking faction list 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Um, and right now these are all the same, but they're gonna be manually updated. I think I might do like a scriptable object or something later. I gotta reread about how scriptable. Well, actually, so scriptable objects would work. The issue I was having with them is I couldn't make them public static, but I don't need to do that with the way that you showed me with this. So let's not put this as null. Let's put this. We already have it created. Well, we were going to. We just have it initialized. Oh, because it's already, it doesn't need to be. It's in the inspector. That's the part that's throwing me. I'm not used to the inspector part. So if it's already in the inspector, we don't need this to be null. We just need this to be faction 0, and then this is gonna be 1. Come on. It's not helping me. I was gonna say, come on, IntelliCode, do this for me. I'm fucking lazy. There's an easier way to do this too. Just paste this shit in here and then go back and fix them. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this will now have the faction class in it. See, these match, which is, see, I could have done this with a for loop with its current. A fuck. Oh. I was like, how is he? No, this is right. This is right. These are all in Oregon, and this is the one in Washington. I was thinking these are the county names, and I was like, that's not gonna work. Okay. So we'll have each one will have its individual class assigned by the list. So then if we go back, well, let's just fix one of these because they will tell us if we're doing it right. So if we have this and we go factions. No, this is going to work. So what this should be is like this. Why did that work? Okay, no, it does work. Okay. Like you gotta be have like 6 different things going on in your brain at once. All the different, like the web. It's like a spider web of shit. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it knows what I want to do now. It's like, yeah, you want to fix this shit? We have a lot of. Oh, okay, they just weren't updating. Yeah, fix that. I guess I could have searched for it, but okay. Now we've changed like a bazillion things. So let's hit save. Do we have any bugs? No. Let's do this. Let's hit play after this because, like I said, we have a bazillion things going on here. And then look at these fucking colors. Jesus Christ, that's ugly. We don't have any errors. How is that possible? It's like 2 days in a row when my code has not generated millions of errors. Now I'm gonna take a break, and I want to see. Oh my God, there's like a million messages. How do I get? Oh, okay, they're just all bullshit. Uh, all right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. And where's my break timer? All right, we'll hope that my headset doesn't turn off again. All right, be right back. Okay. Is this thing still on? I can never tell. I'm gonna stop complaining about it at some point. Well, when the new one comes. Um, okay. So then we should be able to do this. Whoops. We get rid of this shit. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yes, 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 yes. We don't need this thing though. We need this to be color. Do we want to? Yeah, we want to assign that on spawn. And we don't need this shit though. We need this shit. And before I didn't have a problem converting, so we'll see. Then the sprite render on start, as long as my calculations are correct, they should all change to these colors unless I miss a step, which is possible. And they should be, oh god, it's bad. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. I picked some bad colors, man. It will do. It will do though. Let's do it again. Make sure we're not getting the same colors. I already kind of half looked at that. We just have pastel. Ah, shit. Okay, no, these are different colors. They just are very similar. I thought these are the same colors. Um, okay, that works. That's. I mean, it's ugly. It is ugly. We don't need the color chart. We're done with this thing. Get over here, motherfucker. Well, I do that every time. And then this is gonna be here. We're gonna, so I'm calling it the instance. We're gonna fix this bug though. And we'll fix this as we go along. Um, okay, so let's look at this bug again. Because I don't, it just appeared out of nowhere and it used to work. Man, that is brutal. Create army. Oh, right, sorry. Create army. And it's blue. And I'm giving it a second here to see. Yeah, so it's not. Where what was that though? Well, my YouTube thumbnails will look different. So I'm gonna click at 19 ish. It had a different. It had 23 something, because that's when I right clicked. Let's do that again. Right click on 19. What the fuck number is that? All right, so what did we do here? Actually let's look at this prefab. I bet you it has something to do with that weirdness. The fuck is this? It's time to, remember that thing yesterday where I was like, I don't know what this is. Let's just get rid of it. I wonder if that is having. Where was that thing? It wasn't on here. It was on select. It was on select county. It was this. No. It was this thing. Yeah, why the fuck is that thing there? And if it is important, why? Oh, oh my god, these colors are so ugly. And we can just test this really quick here because it breaks immediately. Well, okay, so what is that thing used for? Let's wait it for like a day to pass here. Okay, no, it's not getting the days is what's happening. Maybe we never tested that. Maybe we went through all that. All right, we don't need that shit. Where was that thing? I know I said fuck, so we can search for that. I think it was a capital F. No, fuck stick. It wasn't a capital F. Here we go. Let's get rid of that thing. Let's look at army movement again. I mean, I don't even know why we wrote this so early. So I have a getter setter thing in here. Let's see, when is this? So every time local minutes change, this should update. Local hours. Oh, did I get rid of? Was I like, oh, we don't need this days shit and got rid of that? That's gonna be kind of hard to debug because I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, well, it's the timer that's broken. There has to be a better, yeah. Okay, so this checks if it's not in the selected county already. I shouldn't call it local time. I know I said that last time. I don't think it's the close enough stuff. That's just it's so you can click again because we kind of hung out for a second. If local hours is greater than or equal to 24, we add a day on it. What are we doing with local days though? That's just if we're over. And this is if it's over 60, we add an hour, and then we take off 60. That seems right. Seems. Uh, Army timer. I'm just going to put this below Army timer because that is how it is in the code above. Is time to destination set equal to false? This needs to be in order of days, hours, minutes so that the getter setter works. Why does it say this here? It doesn't look like I'm casting anything. Let's let's look at these debug logs that we got here. I need to wait for longer. I need to wait till a day passes. Maybe I never tested it. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not keeping track. So let's do it that way. Where are we getting our local time? It's right here. It's right where we're looking at. We don't even need to look at the debug logs. We're not setting the day ever because we're a bunch of fucking idiots. Jesus Christ. Maybe I took that out. Do we even have a day's interval? We don't even have it. What happens if it takes days to get there? I must have never tested this when I this part. Oh, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit is what. Hey, look at that. Oh shit. This is just some made up bullshit. Why haven't I put a note? Oh, it says right there. It's just temporary. Until we get it's going to say fuck you. I want one for a test. Now let's start with 0 for our test. So that will. So what that is for is when you how long it takes till to actually travel there. So let's say it takes a day to walk from Portland to Tillamook. Is that what this place is called? So it would be yeah. So let's we just didn't have this in here. How did we not we how did we fail with such a important part? We're gonna chill here. We're gonna speed up time, I suppose. Maybe a little faster. Okay, maybe that's a little too fast. I want to see the. Okay, well that fixed the issue. Okay, but let's do this now. Let's set our test bullshit up here to 1. I don't know why I only put that there. I mean, do we really need this everywhere? Probably not. Go there. I don't know what this 0 is, so I'm going to leave that there. I'll put a little space. So now it should take an additional day on our timer. It's interesting since I have all this recorded. If I looked back, if I was like, oh yeah, we don't need this shit. We sure get this color a lot. Well, there it is. Well, that was fucking easy. What? How is that so easy? I didn't even need this shit. I'm skeptical because it was so easy. I don't know. Let's get rid of this debug log temporarily too. We don't need this one either. All these big gaps. One space is fine, I think. Once again, now I'm confused because that was so easy. That happened yesterday too. I don't understand how sometimes. Let's try to break some shit. Let's see. You know what we could also do just to make our lives more exciting, so we can look at these beautiful colors that I picked. Look at that. It's so pretty. These are very similar. That's kind of interesting. It I don't know. No, I mean actually that's fine. Is it updating the time? It is. I'm just right clicking on it all over the place. And if I right click on the same thing, it oh, let's check if we left click. Okay, so it disables it, but it's still going, which is actually fine that it's not selected. I wasn't checking. Let's check one other thing just to make sure. I wasn't checking faction names and stuff since we did fuck with that stuff. Faction 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that was easy. Every time. Let's put this over here. I keep pushing this off because I know that's gonna be murder. I guess it's not. We already created it. We just gotta start implementing it. How much time do we got? We got 20 or 40 minutes. Well, let's go through some of these and let's get rid of them. I like my search thing. We got one more here. Yeah, do it for me. And so this is like a prelude to some other shit. I don't like where this is. We didn't use this, so let's just get rid of this shit too. Whoa. Uh, I gotta double check with this. If I drag this in here, we don't need this note on here. The note was making me wondering why I have the note in there. We don't need this. So I like everything to be kind of like grouped together in a certain way, if that makes sense. Like I like, all the static or the serialized fields to be, and this one I want at the top because it's going to be the only public static one I think we need. I hit the mic on this thing. So let's just do this one at a time here. Oh wait, what can I do? Find, but that's just gonna find them. So this is one of the reasons why we're doing this. Let's do this a different way here. You know, you can do this. It will bring it in. So this is to get rid of this bullshit because if I reorganize it, so that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. We can. Oh, see, I already put a note in here. So we should be able to comment that out. And we might as well do this one at the same time. Then oh, it's not gonna do it right now because of these bugs. That's not a problem. We can fix that. That's easy. How many times did I use this thing? A bazillion? And then we can use this instance here. I guess I could just find all these and add the instance. Sometimes I worry about doing that though because it's too easy if that makes sense because what happens is like I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I just need to change that one, that one, that one." And then I miss that one of them shouldn't be changed. So sometimes I do it this way just to like double check that what I'm doing is correct. This one doesn't look like that probably would have an issue. Now this should compile and we should have right here. And this should be under our UI canvas, county info panel. Where are you? And then army info panel. You know, and since I named these the same, I could have just searched through here, I suppose. Let's save this shit. We're like accomplishing so much today, I don't even know what to do. Uh, why did I need this static? Well, who knows? Who the fuck knows? Um, Create army. Oh, yep, that's what we want. This thing's on to my tricks. Not that time. It's all muscle memory. I typed it in even though I had it in the. This is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So this list we created without it being static. So then let's go back. Let's just let's go hardcore here. All these dictionaries and shit. I want these kind of being the same. You know, we got this fucking list up here too. Let's this fucking list. Hate this fucking list. Let's put it right here. So we have all of our dictionaries together here. Let's put a little comments on here. You know, this is like these are kind of dumb because it's obviously what the comment doesn't tell you shit. Initialize factions lists that will be used with the counties. I don't know. The whole concept of putting these comments here is dumb. It's because I'm inexperienced. Yeah, we want this to say instance. Once again, I could probably just search. How many do we got? 52 of them. I think it's Control H. And we would search for world map load dots, and we'd replace it with Dots. Yep. Man, now this headset's like crackling. I don't fucking know, man. So here's a we don't want that to be. All right, skip this. So I should have done these all at once. I mean, yeah, I guess these are all there's no besides the ones I already did. I don't like some of these variable names. I mean, I love the really long ones, obviously. Huh. We missed one there. Oh, now it's back in action. This is just some we were testing some stuff out. We don't need this in here anymore. There's more. There's more. Don't try to trick me. We're not dead yet. Dead? Dead or done. There's some more. What the fuck is this? Oh, we're on army. See, look, I was using color 32 on this as well, and like today, it felt like something I never heard of before. What? Don't get old. Live fast, die young. Where's next? Man, there's so many of these. I'm carefully looking at these because I don't want to fuck it up. Because that's the thing is if you fuck this up, then you're gonna be trying to dig through all this code to see what terrible, like what bugs, and we're gonna probably, there might be bugs. We're down to three. It says there's no more refer. Oh, we're down to one. Ah, we fucked one up. It's okay. One fuck up is not a big deal. Okay, everything. I never can remember the hotkey for this either. Control Shift S. Look at all this code we changed. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, hit play and then hope that. Oh, you see that? We're gonna get bugs up the ass here. Um, Pamela Foster. Speed that shit up. Well, okay, we're not getting bugs up the ass. This is why I thought we were gonna get bugs up the ass here. Is we player faction is empty. Oh, I know why. Because we still haven't done the next step of this whole process. The next step of this whole process is to take some of this shit out of Awake. See, like right here. I'm actually going to leave that one there. What I'm looking for is where we're assigning these things. Well, I guess these are all lists, so they're just being created. We can manually put this shit in. Yeah, these are all lists. So what we need to do instead of this, though, well, this part is actually pretty much fixed. Now I have such a giant gap here. See, like this comment's good. Like it's telling me what I'm using it for, but this one's dumb. Yeah, okay, so that's the first part of this thing. The second part is going to be like, what do we got like attached to this thing? Select county and county spawn. Let's go to select county and take a look what we're doing in Awake here. We don't have Awake on this one. This is like a pointer iClick thing. iPointer click handler. Uh, we want to change this create army button too to only appear when you can create an army. We're actually probably going to change that long term though. You'll probably create an army and then you'll muster the army later, which actually brings the army out of your county, like raises the army so you can go fight with it. I'm kind of just like clicking around looking at what's going on here. And I don't see anything like too insane. We will probably. I wonder why I had. Maybe I guess I attached that. We probably will. We're prob. Why did I attach that? Does this have to be attached to something? Oh, I have it as a mono behavior. Maybe they have to be mono behaviors. Kind of like going over. Okay, so some of these things I think have scripts attached to them that we might want to change. Yeah, so here's an example of something we need to fix. And so this is the reason we want to fix this. Is if I reorganize this, this will break. And then Spectre, where are we? If I reorganize this order for some reason, it breaks. The whole game breaks. And that's kind of why we're getting rid of these static things. At least that's what Keto tells me. I'm just trusting him. Army info list and hero info list. So what we can do instead, I believe, is get rid of these statics on here. And you know, there's another way. He said he was like get component, and we did it on one of them. What one was that? It was this one, I think. Oh God, what is this mess? Wasn't that one? Why does this have these little dots here now? What does it suggest on recently removed code? What does it say? It says, "Get rid of this static, you stupid fuck." That's what it actually says. Um, where was it the timekeeper? No, the timekeeper doesn't even have anything attached to it. I don't remember where I messed with that. What do we got into the ship, the shit thing here? We got nothing. Um, my music stopped again. YouTube's always asking me like, "Are you actually watching this? Are you listening to this?" All right. Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. So this is not the one we were doing. This one. So if my brain is working correctly, we can just comment all this shit out. And what we want though is the same thing we did before. We'll put it up at the top. No. Well, that was the wrong thing, anyways. Yes. Oh, this is lowercase. This one's lowercase. It's suggesting lowercase. Was I supposed to be doing lowercase? Because that's going to be a bummer. I guess it's not that big of a deal. We just go through and search. We'll go with what it suggested. Hey, let's ask ChatGPT and see what it says. um, of a script with the name instance, should it be a capital, capital I, or not? An error occurred. It's because it was idle for too long here. Let's see if we can refresh without logging back in. Not really what I wanted, but all right. We'll make it a lowercase. Which also means though that I need to change that one. Well, let's finish this bullshit. And then why don't you like this, my friend? Oh, cuz you're backwards. You're backwards, you fool. Okay. Then this is the same thing. We're gonna rename that one. Jump to here. No. No. Jesus Christ. I was trying to control Z back and it wouldn't let me. I don't know what I just control Z though. I was giving it a second to make sure one of those errors went away. All right, we got one last one. Oh, I didn't fix that one. Okay, let's hit play on this puppy again. Man, we are like destroying everything that we're destroying in a good way. Absolutely poning shit here. Except for that. No, I know that's broken. I want you to tell me where it is. There we go. And then we should be able just to type in here hero info list because I'm obsessed with naming everything the same way. And then what is this one? County owner text? There it is right there. County name text. And I didn't even look what was the next one we were doing. Population. County. Oh, it's named wrong. All right, now let's try this again. Man, it's tempting to try to get the next item off the list. Just because we're like killing it today. That was wrong. What happened there? There was something broken about that. It happened too quickly. It didn't add like the day. Let's do this real quick. Let's turn this off. There, I saw another bug or something. We gotta go fast. No, that worked. Maybe it was just my brain wasn't working or something. What was this bug though? It said. Oh, this is something I typed in there. I thought that was a bug. A bug. Okay, well, let's look at our list. I mean, we're doing so. All right, should we do another one of these? Sure. Let's do another one of these. Let's just do all of these, you know. And I'm just gonna leave it like this for a while until I notice. That way, if we like see some reason um to switch back or something, we can easily. Oh, we gotta fix that other thing too. The capital letter. That should be fucking cake though. Of course, I've said that multiple times. All right, let's fix this real quick. And so this really baffled me. So like extremely baffled me when I'm looking at was looking at tutorials and I saw this dot instance. Um, it made no sense to me. I didn't know that. I thought it was something more special. What are we doing? This is a weird version of this song. I'm not a big fan of I think I mentioned this in another uh stream. I'm not a big fan of live versions of songs after you've listened to the live version 300,000 million times because it's jarring when they're all off time and shit. So, go to the next one here. Okay, let's do this last one. You know, I'm gonna forget this other thing, so let's do that. I feel like it should be a capital, but it. I mean, what does Chat GPT know? It doesn't know shit. Um, capital. Um, um, problem is the that word's used so much. Here we go. It's called a singleton. I forgot about that. I don't want a fucking video though. Singletons in Unity done right. Show me some code, dickweed. Okay, it's lowercase. Oh shit, this one's uppercase. Oh, that's a getter setter. Okay. Maybe it's not called it. Well, this guy has uppercase here. I don't know. All right, this it said it is grinding on this one point because that can happen. That happens a lot. Let's put. Um, we'll put this in our notes. I'm not gonna make it a thing. We do care, so we'll put it in the note. We'll put it at the top, and then we'll just maybe in the future we'll run into that and we'll fix. Whoops. See, I'm a save person. I over. Wait, we got one more of those to do. Let's fix. What's your fucking problem? What does it want? Wasn't saved. Control Shift S. There we go. Save all of them, and then we can add these in here. Army owner text. I don't know why I put them in not the order. Army name text. Army size. So we did county, we did army, then we need this guy, but I think we already did this one. Yeah, this doesn't have the same shit as the other ones. So I think we actually are done with all that. That was surprisingly not as painful either. Like, why did that? Some days, man, it's so brutal. Like everything's a failure. It's just bug city, and then other days everything's like nice and smooth running. Let's get rid of this thing. How much time? I only got 3 minutes left. We'll leave this for the next time, though. What is this? Disable interactability for panels behind. Yeah, that's important. This should be easy, but it's actually going to be murder. Add name to county public class, which is would get rid of this thing. And then we'll finally, like, we're basically going through code we've already done and kind of sprucing it up. We're going to have to do this multiple times. Um, as we learn new stuff and run into stuff, especially if I keep doing these, and I plan to, these C sharp tutorials, then we'll finally be able to add in some resources, and we'll do influence. Probably not gold. It'll probably be money or something. Money, food, scrap, mana. We're not going to do mana right off the bat. We'll probably do influence, money, food, and scrap to start with. Let's edit this. Um, oh, this is lies. We need influence. Influence is the main going to be the main currency to start with. Mana, huh? This we can move down. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's close this shit and let's push this code to our what branch are we on here? Code cleanup. I guess this was some code cleanup. Yeah, no, it definitely was. But we're gonna end it. Oh wait, how that guy was saying we could merge it locally and push. But so let's not do that yet. Let's look at our GitHub. Manage. You know the issue is that it says this was the thing that I was little sketched out. Merge main into rebase code into main. What does that mean? What was the option? Onto. It says onto, not into. Onto. Do we want to do that? I don't think we want to do that for some reason. Rebasing a branch in Git is always is a way to move the entirety of a branch to another point in the tree. The simplest example is to move a branch further up the tree. I don't want to do this right now. I was talking earlier about having control in your life, and I don't want to do that right now. So we're not gonna do it. It is some. I have a little county colors are now randomly generated, and some code cleanup. We're gonna commit all this shit. Did I close? Yes, I did. And then we're gonna push this shit up to here. And then we're gonna close this branch. What is next on our list though? These are almost all kind of like more code cleanup actually. This isn't really this is kind of buggy, more bug issues. Like these are kind of they're not really bugs, but they are bugs. They're functionality that we because currently you can click behind the panel that's behind the panel when you're looking at your population and stuff, and then we don't want that to happen. Um, and then pausing time. I guess we could keep this branch. I don't know. We can deal with that next time, I suppose. We could create a new branch. We could have created a new branch here. Let's do this pull request because I was a disaster last time. Um, we already said what this thing is, and we're gonna override this shit because I'm a madman. No. Yes, I want to see how this looks. Delete this branch. And then go back to. Okay, no. I was thinking it was going to put that other thing in here, but it didn't. 19 hours ago we did that. Hey, did this fix it? It did fix it. There we go. Um, let's also, before I call it a day, local branches. This is useless now. We'll figure out the other thing later. The GitHub part. I just don't feel like that. We'll put that on my list, I guess. Why can't I delete you? Probably because I'm on that branch. But then I think this is what happened last time too, is it got all weirded out. I mean, as long as we got it up above, then we closed this. I think we got to do it the way the dude said. I forget what his name was already. His name was Valdo. I think we got to do it the way he was saying next time. So maybe we should. I'll put that on here so that we don't forget. Or whatever. Yep. This is an issue. So that we don't have to struggle through this every time. This is the wrong code. I was like, what is that? Let's do this. Let's just double check. We pushed it to GitHub so we know that we're not we haven't lost any code no matter what happens here. That would be the try to rewrite all that shit today. It'd be fucking miserable. It's impossible to rewrite the code the same too. It'd be horrible if we did that. Then let's open up just whatever. And then it should recover. It shouldn't have all those errors. If it does, we'll figure that out before the day's out. Day's over. Okay, namespace is fine. We're on main. Oh, wait, it's still thinking. Okay. And then next time we can start a new branch with whatever. Um okay. Yep. That's it. And that's it for me today. Thank you for joining me and thank you Keto for the help again. Uh and I will talk to everyone next time. Have a good day, afternoon, night.